Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for an episode of Foodie Friday with the Kitchen Queen. That's me, and today we are going to be making scones, some Britain's Cranberry Best scones from Do You Bake? Before we get into that, let me introduce myself. So, I am Jenn Pierce, better known as the Kitchen Queen, not just because I wear a crown, um, but because I want to help everybody feel like the queen of your kitchen again. Because I get it. Like, I'm a foodie. I love food. I love to eat. I don't always love to cook. I don't want to spend all day slaving away in the kitchen to create a fun meal for my family. But I can't go out to eat every day. That's not healthy and it gets really expensive. So, what are you going to do? Right? What most of us do is we end up making the same meals week after week. The hamburgers, the spaghetti, the tacos. Oh, it gets boring real quick, right? So I was so excited when I found this company called Do You Bake because they have packaged meals that make it just as easy as making spaghetti, but it's delicious, different gourmet meals, right? So think of it as like Hamburger Helper, but with a Martha Stewart twist. Right? We're fancying it up a bit, but keeping it really simple. So, today we are going to use their cranberry scone mix. Oh, and you don't have to feel bad about eating from a bag or a box because they are artificial free. No artificial ingredients, no preservatives in any of the products. So you can feel good about eating it and still have the convenience that comes from the bag or the box. Nice, right? All right, so we're gonna make these scones today. If I can get them open. I'm gonna first preheat the oven to 400 degrees. All righty, and then I have my scone mix here. I'm gonna dump it all in a big bowl. And I have put my butter in the freezer, so let me grab that because that's what we do next. We're going to take one stick of butter, which is half a cup, and we are going to grate it into our mix. And you want to do this fairly quickly because obviously the butter is going to start to melt as you hold it for the grating process. So I'm going to do this fairly quickly. Whoops. Good thing it's all going in the same container. So tell me, have you made scones before? I have only made them maybe once or twice before. And it was also from a mix. So I would have no idea about making these from scratch. I am not a from scratch kind of person. Nope, you have to give me a mix or at least a recipe. I guess I can make from scratch, but it just seems like so much more work. And there are easier mixes and things out there, right? I mean, heck, we could make everything from scratch. What was it I made the other day? I made, I can't think of it, mayonnaise. I made mayonnaise from scratch. And it was like, yeah, you can do this and it's kind of cool to do it once, but guess what? The next week I bought mayonnaise in the store, right? Because who is making mayonnaise from scratch every week? I don't think so. All right, almost through with my butter here. Grating the butter into the mix. And then we will keep going with our cranberry scones. So this was part of the scone set that is available this month. It comes as a set with the cranberry and also the blueberry. So you'll get at least 2 batches. And these are also on our free shipping list this month. So if you order these in January, your entire order ships for free. So isn't that nice? So I will Actually, I think you can just click the Shop Now button after we're done, of course. And that should take you right to order. That is my cat Pepe. So you may, if you watch cooking videos, you may see other people have kids making noise in the background. So for me, it's not kids, it's the cat. All right, let me get the last of the butter off of here. So this can get a little messy, obviously, and more messy now because what I'm gonna do is just mix it in with my hands because we don't want to over mix this. We just want to lightly mix it, and it's okay that there's clumps of butter. There's clumps of cranberries that I'm finding in there too. That's nice. So we just want to get that kind of lightly incorporated, but not over mixing our shredded butter in with our scone mix. Okay, looks like we got it there. Oh, messy, messy. All right, I'm gonna clean up for a second. Oh, all right. And what is next? Next, we're gonna add our eggs and cream. So it calls for 1 mixed egg. So mix that up. All right, 1 mixed egg and 2/3 a cup of cold water or cream. So since it says water or cream, I'm gonna use cream because hello, everything's better with cream, right? Definitely. So I'm gonna pour our cream in and our egg. The cat wants to go outside. The cat does not realize it's about 25 degrees outside. So that is the cat Pepe. And this is not the spoon I wanted to use for this, as I'm realizing now. But that's okay. Oh my goodness. Yes, so Pepe is very talkative, and you guys will likely hear from him in future videos as well. He is loud. I know. I'm sorry. But he's a cat. So there's no scolding him. There's no teaching him. I mean, you can scold him, but there's no teaching him. He does not learn. He is all cat. I don't understand those people that can train cats. I mean, he knows a little bit. He knows he's not allowed on counters and that kind of thing. But right now, he wants to go outside. All right, so you don't want to over mix this, but you do want to get everything combined. Okay, so I'm hoping I have that pretty good. And then you can do this in a couple different ways. You can roll this out and use kind of a cookie cutter or like a round, disc for like muffin size to make individual portions. Or you can make it as one big one and then cut it into basically triangles later. So that is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna try to get this all out in one lump and try to kind of mold it together. So it's a little like cookie dough in that it's not, it's a little like cookie dough. So scones can be particularly picky. They like to be cold, hence the frozen butter. So when you're working with scones, it does like to be cold. And some people even say to put them back in the refrigerator or the freezer before you put them in the oven. So that's up to you. I would use your best judgment. If it feels like it's getting warmer, then you may want to do that. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but so far I have just a big clump of dough. So I'm going to try to flatten that out into a big circle. And then you'll see how we make our triangles. All right, it's kind of coming together. I'm gonna work on it just a little bit more. And it's up to you how big you flatten it. It will rise a little bit. But I wouldn't say a whole lot. So my circle is kind of becoming a heart here. Let's see if I can get that side together. It's all about how it tastes, right? Not how pretty it is. All right, so we've got it down there, and then I'm just gonna score it. So you can take a knife or a pizza cutter or whatever, and you just kind of want to do a nice score on it, just like you're cutting a pie. And you don't want to go all the way through because you want it to bake up all nice together. You see that? I know the lighting's weird. So I just scored it so it looks like I've got pizza pie there. And then I want it to have a nice crisp top with some of that sugar on top. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever had scones like that? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a mixed egg here. Mixed egg, and I'm going to brush that over the top and then sprinkle some sugar on before we throw it in the oven. And that is going to help me to have the nice crisp top with the sugar on it, and it should come out nice and shiny and just beautiful. So, not too difficult though, right? Do you think you could make this? Bet you could. And wouldn't this be impressive for a nice Sunday brunch or something? All right, so this is where I was supposed to use my spoon that I used to mix with. Thought I had everything out and prepared. Well, I did have everything out and prepared. I just didn't use it properly. So then I'm just going to sprinkle some sugar on the top. If you really want to get nice and fancy, if you have some of the coarse sugar, that would be even better. All right, and it's ready to pop into the oven, if the lighting's not too weird. Okay, so I'm gonna pop that in. 400 degrees for 16 to 20 minutes until the tops are golden and the scones are completely baked through. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Let me know if you have any questions about these or any other products. So again, free shipping on your entire order when you order the scones in January. So only a couple of days left to take advantage of that. So hop on over to the website and get your scones today. And I will be sure to share with you all a picture of the final product when they come out. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a fabulous weekend and be sure to tune back in next Friday at 5 p.m. for another edition of Foodie Friday with the Kitchen Queen. Thanks.